There's boot making has changed, but very, very little. All the boot making's done the way it was done when it first started, really.
You know, if you think about this company, it's 110 years old or going to be. Mr. Lama started it as a little cobbler shop. He came here from Italy to New York to here, and he was just a cobbler. And he started making boots for Fort Bliss, and then all of a sudden, you know, he becomes a big name and
set up a little shoe repair shop downtown El Paso. And then some of the people he would meet or know would started bringing him skins or leather, and could he make some boots for him? So he started making a few boots.
He made his name because of the quality that he put into his boots. You know, I think that was more important to him than money.
They would think of him as somebody that was caring and that always looked after the people in his plant and would look after his factory, and I think went out of his way to help a lot of other people sometimes too.
Tony Lama was one of the first places that people took new ideas to, or new componentry to, or new leathers to. You always came to Tony Lama first. And Tony Lama has been the first in a lot of designs and a lot of constructions. And Tony Lama's been copied again and again and again over the years.
El Paso is very important to Tony Lama, and that were the people that's really started working at Tony Lama.
The main reason El Paso is called the boot capital of the world. If it wasn't for Tony Lama, we would not be the boot capital of the world. I mean, now more places make more boots, of course, but we're still known as the Western boot capital of the world. But between the great workforce that we have here, the great design and workforce that there is in Juarez, Mexico, we had just a wonderful community of boot makers here.
To create one pair of boots, that it probably takes about 135 steps. So if it takes 135 steps, that means that at least 90 people touch that pair of boots.
A craftsman in the Tony Lama factory is someone who, it's going to sound very cliche, but someone who's really proud of the work they do. And they're proud of the name. We have a great history of people who have worked here 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Their parents worked here, maybe a brother or sister or somebody worked here. It is still very much, to me, a family business. Not only because there's been generations that have worked here, but because people have worked together here for so long. And everybody's trying to make the best boot they possibly can.